But after that, we'll open it up to the floor, and Scott will MC the event for the evening. So we'll start off with Ian.
I'm Ian. I played Grover Dill. I played the other guy. We weren't sure if we were supposed to sit for a reason.
Oh, it does.
But you know now. All right. So yeah, Ian, Randy Parker.
I am Yano, and I play Grover Dill.
I'm Zack. I'm an alcoholic.
I play Scut Farkus.
Scotty, you don't know the I got the statue up. All right. Statue.
You want to take it over?
What do you want us to do next?
Scott's going to. You guys can ask any questions that you would like to ask of them. Kind of a round table of things that you've seen. Or
Yes, go ahead.
Where are you guys from? How did they find you or pick you for the movie?
It was an orphanage.
Yeah.
That's a new one. That was good.
That was good.
No, they did casting in cities basically across the U.S. and some in Canada. They found Zack in Toronto, and
Yano and I were from California, Los Angeles.
I was in New Jersey and auditioned in L.A. So, yeah, it was a different casting process back then, where a lot more of they wanted to see you, so they would fly you back and forth for stuff. And now it's just all digital. Now, I mean, literally, you'll do a screen test in New York, and you're looking at the Skype thing, and you're talking to the director in California. Yeah, they save a fortune on first-class airfare. We hate it, but, you know.
You don't get flown out anymore, huh?
No more perks.
No, Southwest, peanuts.
Literally. Or
But we do get, like, the A group. We get the A group, so it's okay.
Any other questions?
Oh, come on.
You guys ever been in the neighborhood here?
Yes, I have.
I am not.
The old house?
I've passed the, I've walked on the doorstep of the Shepherd's house.
You did?
We went to Flick's Bar.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
We went to Flick's Bar. Yeah.
We didn't go in though.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Kind of a rough bar now.
You can
That was
kind
the
of
third
see
bar
the drinks
in
here,
the-
and it doesn't. It's not sure.
So Zack, did you end up moving to California after this role? Or
No,
did you go?
I did this when I was 13 years old. I was still in Toronto, based in Toronto. I'm from there. And I moved to Los Angeles when I was 25.
Okay, I didn't know if your family moved.
No, my father lived in L.A. My mom and dad were not married, so I'm a love child. So I moved to L.A. when I was 25.
Oh, okay.
And I found him in the Sunday morning paper.
Yeah, it's true.
Zack, how did you start your foundation?
I wouldn't really call it a foundation. It's just my
Charity.
Yeah, I just thought it would be a cool thing to do using Scut Farkus, and I thought the irony of using Scut Farkus to raise awareness and money for bullying prevention programs would be cute and a nice thing to do to sort of leapfrog off of the or piggyback on the hopefully the press that will be created around the 30th anniversary. It seems like everybody else does well off of this, like Warner Brothers and all the different locations, but it doesn't really raise any opportunities for people who really need them. So I thought, why not give it a shot? So we'll see if it works out. Right now, what she's talking about, ladies and gentlemen, is I have an Indiegogo campaign to raise money for bully prevention programs in underserved schools and communities around the country. If you go to Go Fark Yourself, thank you, or the Fark Night, like the Dark Night, or makebullyingSayUncle.com, all three will take you to the Indiegogo campaign. There's going to be cool t-shirts and posters for people who put up money, and then really at the end of it, just going to write as big a check as is in the account to give it to whatever school or after-school program needs it the most, and the best place I can find it. Yeah, worth a shot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Follow up on that. Were you a bully in school?
I was when I was in kindergarten.
Sorry to go.
Yeah, well, what happened, so I was beating up all the kids in school, right, in my grade, and they were crying and going home and complaining about me. To the point where the school thought I was retarded. So they said that but what had happened is that my dad had left Toronto and gone back to California. And I was really angry about it. So I said, boy, and he said, when you get angry, grab someone and hug them as hard as you can. He meant an adult. So I was just an upset little kid who was grabbing other kids and squeezing them until they cried or beat themselves. And I didn't understand. And so I had to repeat kindergarten. So I got to be the biggest kid in kindergarten. It was awesome. So I had that. I was an inadvertent bully. I didn't mean to be a bully. I was just confused emotionally. And then when I went to 18 from school before junior high, and I got beat up with red hair, named Zack, new kid, right? And that's kind of the theme of my early prevention is a concept is that everybody focuses on the victims, and yes, they're important, especially nowadays where you don't just get punched in the face, it goes viral, and people look at it on the internet over and over again, it's humiliating. But people don't bully others when they're satisfied with themselves, when they're excited about their own opportunities, when they feel like they've got a good support system, when their mom and dad or their family is supporting them in a way that they believe in their own opportunities. You don't do that. You don't need to. You feel you have enough of yourself that you don't need to belittle somebody else. So I think both people in that process have something missing, and if that puzzle piece can be fixed, I think that we can make a difference. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I wouldn't call myself a hero, but maybe history.
Did you guys do any other movie roles after this?
You did. I didn't. This was it. I mean, I tried to. That's kind of the idea. If you want that house in Malibu, is to get as many of these under your belt as possible. Came very close to a lot of parts, but a lot of commercials and television after that, but no other movies.
Yeah, I wake up here. Guess I should have that coffee earlier. I got a movie called The Blue Iguana. As a matter of fact, it was really interesting that I showed up to the callback, and there was only 2 actors that they were, looking at to fill his part. And it just happened to be my son. Okay, here. This guy's short, so we were battling for this one part in a movie called Blue Iguana, which had Dylan McDermott and Dean Stockwell and Pamela Gidley and some really cool actors. John Lafayette was the director, and I happened to get the film. And so we filmed it in Mexico. It was actually a 7.5-week production down an hour and a half south of Veracruz in Mexico in a little tiny village, which was phenomenal, great experience. To be in a village of 400 people, and this big crew comes in and takes over the village for a good, better part of a month and a half, and it never made it in the movie theaters. It just went right to video, and I thought it was a fantastic movie, but I guess everybody else didn't. Then I had a little part in the movie called Better Off Dead, which I was a big boy. And then after that, I mean, I did a lot of work, a lot of commercials. I was in Van Halen Out the Teacher music video, which was a dream come true for me to be able to kick back with Van Halen for 4 days on a music video. I don't know, has anybody ever heard of Van Halen? I mean, it's just a little rock band back in the 80s.
1984.
The world's best rock band. And my favorite band in the world, so that was a very cool job. The last show I did was called The Gong Show. Anybody ever heard of it? I was on The Gong Show. I was 16 years old, and that was the last job that I did. And I continued to go on interviews and try to schedule my life around school and the gym and school and work and acting career. And for 4 years, I didn't get a job. So I had to make a decision. And that decision was more school. And so that's what I did. Yeah, so I had a great career, man, from 4.5 years old till I was 16. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I wish it continued because, I would love to be able to continue to act. I mean, I know the industry is very different now than it was back then because it was all localized.
Right.
You know what I mean? I lived in Hollywood, it was in San Fernando Valley, and every interview I went on was basically in the same place. It was either Paramount or Gower or 21st Century, or little spots around the valley and in Hollywood, and it was, man, you just get commercial after commercial after commercial after commercial, and sitcoms and sitcoms and sitcoms, and now, you know, there's millions of kids trying to get the same job instead of only hundreds. You know? So it's a big change in the industry now.
You know, a lot of people always ask me, it's like, you ever thought about getting back into it? Yeah, all the time, but it's not always up to you. Sometimes even if you can go ahead and take the steps you need to do to go out there, but it's also, you know, one of those industries where you're only as good as your last job. And I mean, if this is all they're going to remember you for, it's all about, well, you've been doing it for 30 years, trying to get back into it. I had to go blind.
To show up at an audition wearing that outfit.
Yeah. Oh, let's go. I can't put my arms down.
Yeah, so that's my little stint in the industry. Missed it, had a lot of fun. You know what I mean? It was a great experience. Especially being a part of the Christmas Story. Jeez, 10 years old. That was my end. That was, you know, I got a movie after 5-6 years of breaking down the streets, getting jobs in commercials and after-school sitcoms and whatnot. Finally got it to the big screen, and it was first class all the way for me. It was awesome. Had a great experience, and as you can see, 30 years later, here we are. I never thought this is what would happen. And now, I mean, it's rare that you see somebody that has done a film for years ago, they still get together and communicate with their friends. I can say that about these guys. I like my brothers.
Any other questions?
When you guys first saw the movie, were you guys together and watched it?
I don't think so.
Or did you guys just go back?
No, it came out after we shot it, like, what, a year later?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was back in Toronto.
Okay.
You guys are back wherever you live. I didn't really...
Yeah, they had one. I mean, we didn't have like the big gala premiere. They just screened it at MGM Studios, and I think.
Oh, did you get to do that?
Yeah,
that's
so,
sweet.
and the only, I mean, really the only actors that were there were me, Peter, Melinda, and Darren.
Were you there?
They were really nice to eat. When did you get a goodbye gift?
Yeah, it sucked. It was so bad. I grew up in Canada, and I don't care about hockey. I'm sorry, I just don't care.
Oh yeah, it was Maple Leaf.
Yeah, and I got beat up in every school I went to. What's that?
You don't say that up there, though.
I say wherever I want. What are you going to do? I don't care for hockey. It's tough. It's hard.
Yeah, that's all the game. That's why
And my goodbye gift was a Maple Leaf jersey, which everybody signed. I was like, yours was signed? Back in the day when we didn't know. I don't know where it is.
Mine wasn't even signed.
Oh, no, I walked around and got it signed.
All right, I'm like, no, I didn't get it signed. The three of us and R&D who played Schwartz, we got Maple Leaf jerseys.
Stupid.
Peter and Ian got this gorgeous red and gold leaf book of 8x10s of all different scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, all this stuff. I never saw nothing. Then we all looked up. He's like, oh, you got, what's this? Oh, they gave it to me. Excuse me? So,
yeah, right. I couldn't even keep the hat.
Now, do I give it back to you?
I have it.
I did give it back to him. I held on to it for a while, but I give it back to you.
More questions.
How'd you guys feel about Christmas Story 2?
Didn't see it.
Didn't see it.
Feel sorry for the actors.
Was never even contacted. I mean, maybe if they would say, hey, check out this movie, I probably would have watched it, but I didn't even know exactly.
I heard it was horrible, and I felt really bad for the actors because they're trying to walk in the shoes of... trying to walk in the shoes of what Bob Clark and Gene Shepard did.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check it out on the library today.
From what I heard, and it was